Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of our old farmhouse. It is officially spring of 2025 and I'm so excited to get out here and get to work on our garden. Unfortunately, living here in mid-Michigan, the weather is still actually really cold. So today I got out here, kind of did some cleaning in the garden, but spent most of my time actually back here in the hoop house, and I kind of wanted to give you guys an update on what that's looking like. Before we head into the actual hoop house, as I said a moment ago, it is spring right now. Temperature is floating around 38 degrees here in Michigan, and as you can see just a second ago, I was showing you some of the onions that we actually planted last year in the end of end of fall, early winter, right before we had any snow on the ground, and that's starting to come up beautifully. I do have a couple of little bare spots in here, but I can fill those in with onion sets if necessary. It just goes to show really what kind of crops you can grow in cold seasons. And we are very close to getting quite a few more plants out here in the next week or two. So stay tuned for that. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the hoop house. All right, guys, well, we've actually had this hoop house now for, I believe it's been 3 years. And it's something that we kind of kit bashed together from a frame set that was purchased off Amazon, and then some industrial plastic covering that we purchased. And then it's starting to fall down over the winter. We got to kind of tip it back up, but this is a small irrigation system that worked out wonderfully the last 2 years. Now, I will say the plastic sheathing, I will link it in the description, is very inexpensive for really what you get, and it's held up exceptionally well. The only issue that we had was right here where I hit it with something sharp. But other than that, the week after we got this up, like I said about 3 years ago, we had a huge windstorm that came through, and I thought for sure it was going to be damaged. Thankfully it wasn't. It's really held up significantly better than I thought. I've been out here now for a couple of hours cleaning it out, and even now with both doors open, it is still 60 degrees in here. So that's on a day where it really wasn't sunny out at all, but it still traps the heat in here, and it does an excellent job. Now, unfortunately, it did get overgrown at the end of, well, I want to say middle of last summer. We had an issue in here first where some cats came in, or a cat came in and had kittens. I didn't want to disturb them. They were kind of back in that corner. Once the kittens were old enough and they got out of here, we just kind of got in here and tried getting to work, but it was too late. So I've ripped up all of the underlayment here, all the way down, kind of got all of it cleaned out as best I could. I still do have to go around, I still have to go around the outside edge there and get all the grass that's kind of grown up on the edge. I've already had some people ask me what we plan on growing in our hoop house this year, and I'm going to be honest with you, tomatoes and peppers. Mostly tomatoes though. They seem to do exceptionally well in there last season. The peppers, on the other hand, had a little bit of some challenges with the moisture. Unfortunately, because it does get so hot in there, what we do have to do is water it quite a bit, which increases the humidity. And as the humidity is that high, it did cause some rot on the actual bell peppers that we were growing. Don't want to have that issue again. The tomatoes seem to do really well. But like I said, this is held up great. I'm going to link everything in the description back from where we purchased it. Hopefully we do have some affiliate links in there. Hopefully you guys are interested, and if in it, you will purchase using that to help support our channel. As I move back over to the other end of our property here in the front, which right now hoop house is behind me, you can see that we're getting this area cleaned out, getting our raised beds ready. So right now I set it up so you can kind of see. Every couple of years now, and we've had these guys for 2 years, we put down a layer of mulch, and then after that layer of mulch, I do put some peat moss soil on top. So this one's a little bit shallower than this one here, but you can kind of get a sense of what I'm talking about here. Now these here were raised beds that I did purchase off from Amazon, and I will admit I'm very disappointed in them. This one particularly. They looked amazing when we first purchased them, but really ever since I don't know, ever since maybe 3 months into having them, we've had a significant amount of rust and chipping, especially on the interior sides. Oh, there's one of Atlas's balls in there. So I certainly would not recommend purchasing these. I'm going to clean out these ones. I mean, structurally, they're holding up really well, but kind of disappointed in what we got out of them. So of course, with spring now here and summer just around the corner, we still have a lot of work to get done out here in our homestead. This is just kind of another kind of teaser for what's to expect here in our 6th year in our homestead. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. It helps support us. We're gonna have lots and lots of fun content. We're gonna be expanding our garden, bettering our practices for this year. And we actually have some guests that will be coming on the channel to help support us and to affiliate with us here. So we're very excited. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Like I said, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one.